What's up, guys? Welcome back to Star Wars Uncensored. Thanks for tuning in today. Today, we'll be going over the top 5 lightsaber duels in Star Wars The Clone Wars. It was a little hard to get this list down, but I definitely got it. So many duels, so many to choose from, so let's find out. The way we'll be rating these duels are based off of 3 factors. The first one is visual. How good did the duel look? Let's cut the bullshit. How good did it look? Number 2 is going to be the power level. Was this character's power level changed specifically for this duel, or does it kind of resemble the power level shown beforehand? Number 3 is the what if factor, because when I watched most of these episodes, I was little and I didn't know what was going to happen to the characters. So basically is what I'm saying is, do we know the fate of these characters before or after the duel? Because if we know the fate of them before the duel, then it kind of negates some of the fight. So yeah, let's not waste any more time. Let's get into it. Alright guys, starting at number 5, we have the Barris versus Anakin Skywalker duel. I don't know if you'll agree with me, but I definitely feel like this duel meant a lot. This duel was visually okay. It wasn't nothing spectacular, but it was visually okay. The main reason I like this duel is because we don't know if Anakin Skywalker will turn more to the dark side with this duel or not. When I was first watching this duel, when I was little, I totally thought that this guy was going to go Count Dooku on her ass and just decapitate her. I thought so, and I thought it was going to lead more into the story of Anakin. We also didn't know if Ahsoka was going to make it through at the time. You know, at the time that this was released, Rebels didn't come out, so we didn't know the fate of her. So I really like this one. Just shows how much Anakin actually cared about Ahsoka. You can see his anger actively in his face when he's beating her down. Barris. It's a really good duel. I think it's a little bit underrated. It kind of shows how much Anakin cared about her. Kind of shows what the lengths he would go to make sure that she did stay in the Jedi Order. Obviously, didn't end up happening. But yeah, you can totally tell the rage. The choreographing was okay. It wasn't bad. I mostly like this duel for more story purposes. I love it. This definitely sits calmly at number 5. Alright guys, getting right back into number 4. And to be honest, I think I might have rated this duel a little low, but I don't know. I'll let you guys decide that. But I'm going to stick to my guns here. And the duel I'm talking about is the one between Pre Vizsla and Darth Maul. Yes, that one is so cool. I just rewatched it just before recording this video, and I gotta say, it is so good. The only thing holding this fight back for me necessarily is the fight choreograph. It kind of feels kind of sluggish, and I think they're kind of having trouble balancing Maul against a non-Force user to still make the battle interesting, but not like a dog walk for Maul, because in all reality, Maul should have dog walked fucking Pre Vizsla. That's kind of a reason why I kind of have a little lower, and the choreograph was a little bit sluggish. But besides that, this fight is great. The visuals, there's some shots in here that are just impeccable. Peak Star Wars. When he pulls out the Darksaber and puts it to his face, oh my god, one of the best. Another one is when Pre Vizsla he's saying, only the strongest can rule Mandalore, and Maul's looking over him. Dude, that is pure bully mentality. Darth Maul's a fucking bully, and it's fucking awesome. Another cool scene in that one where he's crawling, he's begging for mercy. It's like, it's awesome. It's one of the 2 times in Star Wars The Clone Wars you see someone actively like kind of scared and begging for mercy. It's so cool. I love this one too because it kind of identifies how stupid the Mandalorians are, how barbaric they are. Just because some fucking demon looking guy came in and is quote unquote the strongest doesn't mean you should follow him. Darth Maul's my favorite character, so I'm glad he did that. But yeah, that is definitely number 4. The fight is cool. The visuals are awesome though, and the just kind of everything that is to come after is kind of dope. This fight is cool. I feel like it had a little bit of balancing issues, but it's a solid number 4. I like it a lot. The Darksaber, Darth Maul is, I think, one of the most iconic scenes in Clone Wars. So yeah, solid number 4. Solid as hell number 4. A great number 4. The last thing I'll say, another reason I really like this duel a lot, because I didn't know as a kid, I didn't know how it was going to end. Was Darth Maul going to die? Or is Pre Vizsla going to die? I love Darth Maul, so I was like, no, please don't let Darth Maul die. But yeah, super dope. Solid number 4, but let's hop into number 3 and let's get right into this shit. Alright, so let me just slow it down for a minute. I know I'm gonna get hate for this one already, but in my personal opinion, with all the evidence I'm about to show you right now, this has to be number 3. Has to be. And it is General Grievous versus Kit Fisto. I know all of y'all are like, what the fuck, General Grievous sucks! Yes, he usually does suck. He usually does. But in this one battle, oh my god. Kit Fisto delivers the best one-liner I've ever heard. He says, General Grievous says, I hold great power. Then Kit Fisto says, that power will only consume you. It is one of the best one-liners ever. I still get chills hearing it. The reason why this battle is probably number 3 though, and it's the highest I can put it without a doubt, is because the visuals in this battle are just absolutely fucking crazy. Kit Fisto is doing a whole bunch of flips. His dreads are flying everywhere. Grievous is 4 lightsabers. The animation is crazy. The choreographs killed it on this one. Even against the Magma Guards, it is pretty entertaining. The only thing that holds this one back is how short it is and just how like insignificant it really is to the big Star Wars universe. But throwing it back to a classic Star Wars duel in season 1, this duel is peak Star Wars. I really think this duel is even better than some of the ones with Count Dooku and Obi-Wan, just because those kind of don't really have any like substance or meaning behind it, because we know how it ends already. We also know how Grievous and Kit Fisto end, but they have a little bit less screen time, so it is kind of cool seeing Kit Fisto fight. We really don't see that. Kit Fisto just goes fucking ham. Kit Fisto's awesome. After I saw that episode as a kid, I'm like, yep, I subscribe to Kit Fisto. It's awesome. So yeah, that's definitely my number 3. Let me know what you think. It was hard for me to put it here, but I think it deserves it. I think the Clone Wars Season 1 gets a little bit more hate than it should. I'll make a whole video about that for sure, because that's the topic I want to talk about. But Kit Fisto versus General Grievous is awesome. The continuity to power level, I think, is there. It's there for sure. Kit Fisto would be General Grievous. I would even say he would be the 2003 General Grievous under the right circumstances. So the continuity is there, the visuals there. The only thing it's lacking substance. It's kind of just bare bones, and that's why I have it at number 3. Maybe it was, I can't even say maybe if, because that's probably the most they could have done with that duel. So yeah, Kit Fisto versus General Grievous, number 3. Let me know. All right, guys, hopping in at number 2, and I damn well know some of you guys are gonna have a big problem with this, but let me explain. And listen to me. Listen to me. This is coming from a die-hard Clone Wars, Star Wars fan that saw every episode on release, even the original ones. I saw every single episode on Friday. So let me explain. Number 2 is Ahsoka versus Darth Maul in season 7. What can I say? Those 4 episodes were the best Clone Wars I've seen ever. Those were the best. But I can't let that blind me to the fact that this fight is kind of missing a little bit of substance. Yes, the visuals are the best. Yes, the animation's the best. Yes, the context is even the best. The reason why they're fighting is amazing. Ahsoka agrees to join Darth Maul, but then she gets pissed off because he says Anakin is like a destroyer of the Force. So all that's amazing. The context, how it led up, even what's after is amazing. What happens after that duel, everything that happens because of that duel is awesome. Is completely awesome, and I don't want to say this enough. This duel could be the best for probably a lot of people, but for me, there is some key factors holding it back, and you guys are going to be like, oh shit, maybe it makes sense. And the 2 key factors are continuity. One of my biggest problems is how Darth Maul just kind of loses to Ahsoka. He just kind of loses. He puts up a good fight, yes, but in my right mind, seeing that everything Darth Maul's been through, there's no damn way he should lose to Ahsoka. No damn way. And they did it for a good reason, because what came after is amazing, but just for me, I can't stand that shit, dude. I watch it every time, and I'm like, gosh damn it, dude. I just can't stand it. I really can't. I would have liked it more if maybe Maul got away. Then we wouldn't have gotten one of the best scenes ever, him in the hallway scene destroying clone troopers, but it would have been okay for me. Maybe even the clone troopers could have came and stunned him mid-fight. That would have been okay, but I just don't like how Ahsoka beat him. It's kind of doesn't sit right with me. The second reason is because we kind of know what happened to these characters. We can thank that a lot because of fucking Rebels. I'm not a fan of Rebels. We can thank this a lot because of Rebels. If we went into that fight not knowing what happens to these characters, oh my god. This fight would have been miles, lengths, whatever. I could give a fuck about the continuity. This fight would be the best if we didn't know what happens after. We've seen Darth Maul and Ahsoka just going hand to hand. We're like, damn, is one of them going to die? None of them die, but I guarantee if we would have watched that fight and we were like, damn, someone might die. So yeah, Darth Maul versus Ahsoka, it might be one of the overall best visually. It definitely is best visually. Probably it could be definitely number 1, but there's just my number 1 and super badass. I bet you guys could pick if you guys know the Clone Wars. So yeah, let's get straight into number 1. Even though number 2, I love it. I have so much love for this fight. It's definitely in my favorite 4 episodes of Clone Wars. So yeah, don't leave this one hanging, and don't come at me acting crazy, because I love this one a lot. So yeah, let's get into number 1. All right, let's not make you wait any longer. And after watching this clip again, this is definitely my number 1. I do definitely like number 2, but number 1 is, oh my god. Number 1 is when Savage, Maul, and Sidious are all fighting in the throne room. This is the third one in the throne room. That's crazy. The best battles are definitely in the Mandalorian throne room. But yeah, this one is just different on all levels. We didn't know the story of Maul. We didn't know the story of Savage. We didn't know how it was going to end. So when that battle first started, the only thing we were probably thinking, we're like, oh my God, who's going to live? Who's going to die? It was amazing. And even though we kind of, right when Sidious ignited his lightsabers, we all had a feeling that Darth Maul was going to lose. Deep down, we were all rooting for him. There is nothing wrong with this battle. The visuals are amazing. The scene where Darth Maul is lying over his dead brother Savage, and all the green smoke and his eyes just turn piercing red, is just one of the most Sith moments I've seen in Star Wars in a while. It's amazing. The visuals to this fight are amazing. The choreograph is amazing. I would even say the fighting sequence is better from when Darth Maul and Ahsoka fought. This is just peak Star Wars right here, It gets your emotion pumping. It actually makes you care about the characters. And you guys would be lying to me if you guys were watching that and you guys weren't rooting for Darth Maul. That whole time I was like, God damn, let's go, Darth Maul, let's go. And it was just really good, It was really fantastic how the whole dynamic of the battle worked. You can see Sidious getting tired, then he kind of shoots out Darth Maul so he can 1v1 Savage, and then Savage dies. And it's amazing. I love this battle. There's so many things I can talk about this battle, and there's so many things I could say, and I could probably go on forever about it. But watch it yourself. This is definitely number 1, just based off everything. Continuity, yes, Sidious would be Darth Maul. So that adds up. Visuals, probably second best. And the mystery factor. What was going to happen? I remember after watching that as a kid, because if you remember, that was season 5, and the Clone Wars didn't get another season. It was like the unreleased season 6, until on Netflix, until like 4 years later. So as a kid, I'm like, damn, what happened to Darth Maul? So the mystery factor was insane. That fight is just awesome. I love how Darth Maul gives it his all, and I actually believed when I was little that Darth Maul could beat Sidious. And maybe if you guys watch the battle without knowing entirely the context of Sidious, you guys watch that, I'm like, damn, maybe Darth Maul does have the upper hand. It's awesome. The continuity is awesome. We all knew that he was gonna lose, but that fight is just awesome. We didn't know how he was going to lose. We didn't know if he was going to die, though, and we didn't know for 5 years almost, and it was amazing. I love Darth Maul in that fight. I love Savage. I love Palpatine. All of them together is just awesome. 3 Sith Lords fighting, just impeccable. Peak Star Wars, and it's awesome. This is Star Wars Uncensored. Let me know what you think about the list, and yeah, good luck, stay uncensored, and stay strong.